One of the most valuable things in the world is a calm and undisturbed mind. It is a blessing in and of itself to be able to accept the way that your life has turned out for you. Another illustration of the significance of order is the fact that it contributes to peace inside the household. In this video, we are going to discuss protect your peace at all cost. We must spare no expense in maintaining the peace. If anything or someone is upsetting the civil order of our space, whatever or whomever is causing the disturbance has to be removed. Happiness is the only option in this brief and precious life. We are all aware that unexpected events might arise in life and that things do not always turn out as expected. However, there are certain circumstances over which we have control, and it is imperative that we use that authority whenever possible. You have the ability to manage the amount of time that you spend with disruptive individuals as well as the company that you retain. You have control over the amount of energy you put into certain circumstances. All of these are aspects of the situation that are within your control. I often remind people of the adage guard your peace at all costs, and I do my best to live my life in accordance with this credo. It is too expensive if it will cost you the peace of mind that you now possess. Throughout the whole of this video, you will hear the following phrases: your mind is the most valuable piece of real estate you own, and it can be bought and sold at any time. Do not, under any circumstances, grant anybody or anything permission to utilize the space in your mind without first compensating you for it. It is going to take a lot of self-control on your part to achieve this objective. When we are not at peace, we have a tendency to make horrible judgments, and when we make poor choices, we receive poor outcomes. When we are not at peace, we are more likely to make poor decisions. There is no use in beating yourself up over it, since the priceless lessons you've picked up might be, and probably are, the solutions to difficulties that may come up in the future. When you are in what is known as an autopilot state and making decisions based on the reasoning that occurs in your subconscious, you nearly always end up making terrible choices. Have you ever been driving back to your house and found yourself wondering how you got there? Have you ever devoured your whole meal in a matter of minutes, then looked down to see that your plate was empty and wondered how it could have possibly occurred? You have the system set to operate in automatic mode. During the course of the day, having your life run on autopilot is not a pleasant way to spend your time. It requires you to put in more work and uses up more of your already limited resources of time and energy. Additionally, it causes you to put in more effort. When you go about your day based on muscle memory and the requirements of your body, when you don't have a plan or when you aren't sufficiently disciplined, and when you then get sidetracked by the next glittering lure of must-dos, you are more likely to make poor judgments. In other words, when you go about your day based on the requirements of your body. When we are put in a position where we feel uncomfortable as a result of someone else's actions, we may discover that we make decisions that are less than optimal. Any event that takes place in your life, whether it be at work or in your personal connections, may set off your anxiety and cause you to feel helpless and helpless. All of this is a normal and unavoidable component of the maturing process, but when we take an active role in choosing self-awareness, being present, and working from our conscious mind as much as we possibly can, things start to get better. Dramatically. We are able to make better decisions for ourselves and operate from a position of strength when we operate from the point of view of knowing that meditation, self-awareness, mindfulness, and other techniques bring. This allows us to make better decisions for ourselves and to operate from a position of strength. This makes the journey a bit smoother and gives you the opportunity to breathe and put your faith in the process. You may be experiencing feelings of overwhelm, fear, frustration, sleepless nights, binge eating, increased arguments, mood swings, and burnout if you are confused about or in the process of discovering what your role in life and what your contribution is by way of your career, if you are in a career transition, if you are a job seeker, if you desire a promotion with increased compensation, if you require better time management discipline, if you want to improve your time management skills, if you need to get the most out of the experience you're going through right now, one of the best things you can do is to learn how to let go. Let go of the things that you felt you should have done by this point in your life, as well as the vision that you had in your brain of how your life should seem. If you're able to let go of guilt, you'll save yourself a lot of energy, but it's crucial to hang on to regret since insight comes from having regrets in the first place. Put a stop to using statements that are negative, whether they are negative for you or negative for others. If this strikes a chord with you and you want to learn how to operate from a position of strength, regardless of what your development goals are, and if you are someone who desires more calmness, assertiveness, direction, confidence, peace, improved energy, youthfulness, and a life that is well balanced, then you should consider working with me. If you find that this rings true for you and you want to understand how to function from a position of power regardless of the kinds of growth you wish to pursue, don't let yourself be distracted by things that aren't important. Maintain a positive attitude and put your worries in the back of your mind. Put your mind at ease as a top priority, since having a tranquil state of mind is immeasurable in value. Put your own needs first before worrying about helping someone who doesn't want your assistance in the first place. Put yourself first. What do you think of this video? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Please show your appreciation by clicking the like button and subscribing to our channel if you found this video informative. To get further notifications, click the bell.